Alright, hey everybody. Today I'm going to go from a 1 chord to a 5 chord. Everyone knows that sound. So I'm going from the root of the D chord, 5th fret on the A string, to the root of the A chord on the 5th fret of the E string. Well, if you take a D chord apart, this is your first note, the root, and then all of a sudden you're on the 5th of the chord. 1, 3, 5. 1, 5. Right? We do the same thing with the C chord to the G. 1, 5. So it's 1, 5, 1, 5. This is if you're into writing stuff or you want to listen to what's happening on the record. Okay, so that's been done. And now the 1, 3, 5. Right? 1, 3, 5. So what if we go from the root, right, of the 1 chord, and then we go to the 3rd of the 5 chord. Okay, and we do the same thing here with this C chord. We go from the root, we go to the 3rd of that G chord. So you would have this. You hear the differences? So when you're writing some rock tune or something like that, or acoustic folk tune, whatever, it's important to know and understand the intervals of the chords that you want to use, because you can approach them so differently and change the whole context of the sound you're trying to get. This is how songwriters work. The best example, the most ingenious example of this is Jimi Hendrix. The way, let me move the camera a little bit here. The way he approached the Wind Cries Mary, it's just amazing. Right here, if you look at this chord, he's starting off with the D chord, but he's using the 5th of the chord as the bass. So he slides up to that E chord on the 7th fret, and then he turns around, does the same 2 chords, and he uses the 1st inversion or the 3rd of the chord. Right? Simply amazing. The guy was a genius. And if I had known about this stuff when I was a kid, I would have understood what he was doing. So when you're playing chords and you're trying to write some rock stuff, or you're listening to a record and you're trying to figure it out, okay, I know it's an A chord, but it doesn't sound like an A when I play it. Well, maybe he's using a 1st inversion or a 2nd inversion chord. So 1, 3, 5. You know, sit at home and experiment putting these notes. Like here's the 1, 3, 5 of an A chord. So try it at home. Just sit there and play that A chord like that. Then put the 3rd on the bottom. See what that sounds like. And then put the 5th on the bottom. See what that sounds like. Okay, that's about it for today. And I'll come back with some kind of rock thing tomorrow. Talk to you later.